This is Pokemon Emerald Legacy, a new Pokemon ROM hack made by Smith Plays Pokemon that hopes to keep the same nostalgic feeling as their regular Pokemon Emerald, along with some changes like evolution methods, where Kadabra evolves level 42 besides trade, or instead of being level 20 to evolve, Ralts now evolves level 16. They also added new team members and extra dialogue to both Team Magma and Team Aqua, and so many more quality of life changes to the game that make Emerald just more better. Now, we've played through Pokemon Yellow Legacy and Pokemon Crystal Legacy on this channel before, and so I'm happy to give you guys the final installment to the Legacy series, but this time with a twist. We're going to be hardcore Nuzlocking it. Now, obviously your standard Nuzlocke rules apply, but we can't use items in battle, only hold items, and we cannot level our Pokemon past the gym leader's highest Pokemon. It's been a long time since I've done a Nuzlocke, so this is going to be very interesting. Hit the like button for the boy, it's greatly appreciated. Subscribe for some more Pokemon content and enjoy the video. Now, before we even step foot in the Hoenn region, they actually give you the option to choose between normal, hard, and hardcore difficulty. And obviously, since I'm on a hardcore Nuzlocke, I was going to do normal and just keep my own hardcore Nuzlocke rules, but I figured why not? Because I think the hardcore option was made for hardcore Nuzlockers anyway. So I figured I may as well select the hardcore version and that be it. Out of all three starter options, I end up choosing Mudkip, obviously because it is unironically the best Pokemon in this game. And if I'm gonna be doing a hardcore Nuzlocke, I kind of would like to have a way more easier time. You know what I'm saying? It makes sense to do that. I named it Hydros, my boy. And after going through all the normal Pokemon and Emerald stuff, I went ahead and I got my Pokeball so we could finally set the Nuzlocke. Our first encounter of the run is a Wurmple, and originally I was disappointed, but looking back at the documents, I did not know that both Beautifly and Dustox get 30 plus points added to their base total stats. So I caught it and I named it Nat because listen, if I'm gonna get it here, I may as well get it out the way right away. So the next time I go for another encounter, I don't have to get another Wurmple or anybody in that line for sure. I also end up catching a Surskit, which once again disappointed, but it comes with Swift Swim and he gets his good moves earlier before he evolves, so I don't have to wait till Masquerain to be able to actually use it, and so I named it Drew. I then get insanely lucky by getting a Ralts as my next encounter, who, like I said in the intro, evolves at level 16 instead of 20. And if you're a long-time subscriber of mine, then you already know what I nicknamed it. It's Lissa G, baby. Now, to be honest, majority of this entire early section is me just making sure that I keep everybody alive till we get to Roxanne, because Roxanne is the very first, boss, and the level cap for her is level 15, so I can't go past level 15 unfortunately, so I can't really utilize Ralts evolving at 16 yet. But having everybody up in levels, you know, add to a sense of security for me. I don't have to go too crazy. But it also caused Shenzi, the Poochyena, who gets buffed in this game, which, by the way, thank you so much, Smith, for buffing Mightyena, because God knows Mightyena needs something at this point. It's bad. And Devi the Shroomish. Now, on my way to confront Roxanne, obviously, you know, there's the Team Aqua Grunt encounter in the forest, and unfortunately, I got, I'm gonna be honest with you all, Lissa dies to a pursuit. Poochyena gets pursuit early in this game, and I got pursuit trying to switch out, and I just had to just hold that, and I couldn't even get Lissa, one of the best Pokemon in the run, mind you, to stay alive for long. So that should tell you where this is gonna go. So now that I lost my first Pokemon in the game, I figured, you know what, screw it. Let's get Aaron by level 15. Let's see if we can survive Roxanne, because if I can't beat Poochyena with a pursuit, then I'm definitely not surviving this long. And now it's time to put Roxanne in a pack, and I mean, I lead off with Hydros because why not? It's super effective against her typing. Water Gun the Anorith, it's a 2-hit KO, easy pickings, y'all know me, man. She sends out her Nose Pass is another 2-hit KO. She does half to Hydros. I got kind of scared. Lily comes out, and I'll automatically go for the Mud Slap. I'm not sure if this thing has Absorb, but me being a little bit risky, I'm a risky Nuzlocker, you know. I go for the Mud Slap maybe 2 or 3 times, and I'm like, okay, I just gotta Mud Slap this thing, and I'm gonna be all right. I send out Shenzi, I start spamming this Howl. I go for the Bite. It's a 2-hitter quitter, baby. and that is my first gym badge. And now it's time to prepare for Brawly, whose level cap is level 19. But first, I end up catching May the Skitty, Hydros evolves, I get Loud Pack the Whimsmer, and I realize that all my encounters are normal types, which we're gonna be fighting Brawly. This is not gonna be a good time. There's also a surprise battle with May, who has a Spoink randomly, which I don't know where the hell she got this thing from. I would like to know. But anyway, once we get to Dewford, I catch Woody the Magikarp, Hentai the Tentacool, and Celeste the Horsey from our fishing encounters. And then I call Balls Deep the Monkey Hitter when I was on my way to go get to Steven. And now it's time to assemble the team. And now it's time to put Brawly in the pack, baby. He leads off with Monkey Hitter and he just starts spamming bulk up while I keep trying to like do some type of damage with Water Gun. But unfortunately, he does some damage to me and I get real scared. I switch out into Nat. Nat gets hit with a reversal. I get scared again, but Nat eats it alive. And I just start spamming Gust. Takes out Monkey Hitter, Meditite comes out, go for Gust again, it one-shots him, sends out Breloom, which by the way, where the hell do you get a level 19 Breloom, bro? What just happened? Am I fighting Faulkner's Pidgeotto? What's going on? Anyway, I Gust it, it's ×4 and I destroy that damn thing. Probably was easy. I never would have thought that a Beautifly would be the reason why I won, but you know, it is what it is. I'll take it. It's a W. I didn't even need all the team members that I had captured at this point, which is, I guess it's cool. More Pokemon on the PC for me. Anyway, I go to Slayport, do all the normal Team Aqua stuff. And when I tell you this game is easy, bro, oh my goodness. I'm just pressing A. There's nothing else to do. I then catch Volt the Electrike right after finishing up, and that's a straight shot to Watson. But before we even get to Watson, we have a whole May encounter to do. I forgot all about this. She leads off with her Spoink, which again, I have no idea where she got this from, but it gets leech lifed and it gets bodied. She then ends up with a Torkoal. Again, where is she getting this from? I don't know, but hey, I go ahead and put it in for a Sleep Powder, send out Hydros. Hydros is a 2-shotter for the Water Gun, and then obviously she sends out her Grovyle. I send Nat back out and just go for the regular Air Cutter, and that's gonna win us the entire rival encounter. And that's it. She gives us the item fighter, and now it's time to go and do Watson. I know somebody in the comment section is gonna be like, oh Nick, what about the Wally fight? He literally still has the same exact Ralts encounter, and there's like no reason for me to like get, you wanna see it? Here, I destroy him. Next. All right, now it's time for Watson. He sends out a Chinchou, I send out Devi, I go straight for the Mega Drain, destroy it. Next is Magneton. I get paralyzed, couldn't really cook like I wanted to. I just keep getting cooked. I go for the Mach Punch, it goes crazy. I'm like, you know, do I risk this or do I switch out? I'm gonna switch out, because what could have probably happened was I could have either gotten paralyzed, I could have hit myself and it went for the Sonic Boom, I would have just lost right then and there. I said, you know what, it's okay. I'm gonna send out Balls Deep, that boy. I'm gonna go for the Vital Throw, take out the Magneton, and we're good. Plusle comes out. Who's really afraid of a Plusle? Get him out of here, he's gone. Next is Manectric. I'm already like way below half health. I have like 30 HP left. I send out Hydros. You know what I do. You know what I do. I go for that Mud Shot, get him out of there. It's a 2-shotter botter. Actually, no, it's not a 2-shotter botter. I miss one. He gets me to 3 HP, and I risk it again. I go for the Mud Shot, and there you go. We won. That is, listen, I'm a very risky player. I tried. Now that we're doing Watson, I go ahead and I catch Bleezes the Meryl, Huncho the Machop, and I make my way all the way over to Meteor Falls to go ahead and get the actual event started for the Team Magma fights. And can I just say, shout out to all the new Pokemon Emerald ROM hacks, because if you don't know, all the newer Pokemon Emerald ROM hacks, I want to say 2022 and up, have this new feature where after you get done talking to Team Aqua and Team Magma at Meteor Falls, the professor will literally ask you, do you want to be teleported back to either Mauville City or Fall Arbor Town, which saves you a bunch of time getting back to Mount Chimney, and I do exactly that. Okay, quick brief intermission before we fight Maxie. If you look at this point in time, for the Team Magma Grunts and Admin Tabitha, then you would see that the overall sprite for Tabitha is way different than the male sprite that he normally has, because for some reason, I'm not really sure why, but Courtney and Tabitha share the regular sprites for the Grunts in the original games, but obviously in this game, Tabitha has like an extra cape on his sprite. You probably can't see it because of the soot, but it's really cool. I listen, it's nothing crazy, but I just think that it's a really good like little detail to give the admins something, because if you just know the regular one, it's like, oh, it's just Tabitha. But like in this one, it's like, oh, he's different. Like he's better in this one. He's not his Oris look, but he still looks better than his original, like just regular base grunt spray. I like it a lot. I'm sorry for nerding out, but let's just go fight Maxi. Enough about that, let's just go ahead and do Maxi. He leads off with a Mighty Yenna. I send out my hentai first and go automatically straight for the acid. Now I probably could have just went for the bubble beam, but I don't know. Someone just told me to try acid just in case. I don't know, you never know. No, I tried to get the poison off, you know? But that didn't work out, so I sent out David to go out and get a Mach Punch, which ends up destroying the Mighty Yenna. But obviously afterwards, Golbat comes out, and I know he's gonna go for a wing attack, so I send out Hydros, of course. Now, I don't know what the hell is going on, but I keep getting hacked in this game. I always end up hitting myself in confusion, and unfortunately, I get really scared here. So I just say, okay, I'm gonna just try it and see how long I can thug this out. But thankfully, I stepped out of confusion, and I was able to get at least one bubble beam out. But he ends up switching out into Nuzleaf, so like who really cares? I'm just really mad that I wasn't able to do anything at all besides get hit by my own confusion. It's dumb. I switch out Nat, Leech Life, body him, switch out into Shenzi when Golbat comes out. I literally keep hitting myself over and over again. This game is making me mad, bro. As you can see, I'm just not having a good time, and I actually end up being like really scared when we get to this point. So I send out Hentai again. He wings attacks me. I go for the bubble beam. I just make sure that I just take out Golbat and I'm fine. Then obviously Camera Up comes out, bubble beam him, and we're done with Maxi. That battle was so nerve-wracking, bro, because I kept getting hit by hacks. It's so stupid. This game sucks. Now that all that is done, it's time to go ahead and evolve all the Pokemon in the PC that I'm going to be using against Flannery and maybe Norman as well. And now it's time to put Flannery in a pack, baby boy. Her first Pokemon is a level 29 Vulpix. I send out Hentai, of course. To be honest, this is just a straight bubble beam shot. It should be a straight bubble beam shot through this entire team, but if not, it's all because of the sunny days they're going to be setting up during this battle, because all the Pokemon have Sunny Day. But Vulpix is going down to a Bubble Beam. Thank you. Up next is Camerupt ×4. Bubble Beam should kill him even with the sun being up. It's literally ×4, but it doesn't. It does more than half though. I get Magnitude 9, and unfortunately Hentai does go down. I thought, listen, I was thinking to myself, maybe I can just get really lucky and destroy him with just a one-shotter botter, but I guess not. It is what it is. It's fine. It's okay. It's cool. I send out Balls Deep to come in and just, go straight for the Vital Throw and just take this thing out, because why am I going to sit here and waste my time? Next up is Macargo, who comes out and goes for the Overheat, but obviously it doesn't do anything to the low of me, you know what I'm saying? I go for the Vital Throw and he gets destroyed. And the last Pokemon of hers is Torkoal. I go for the knockoff. She puts an Attract on me. I'm kind of screwed. The sun is still up, unfortunately. I send out Shenzi, and unfortunately, because of the white smoke ability, I couldn't really get like a Intimidate, but who really cares at this point? She was able to get a paralysis off the body slam, which makes me so mad, but obviously, I get overheated in the sun, despite literally being like, -2 on the overheat, and still doing more than half because of the sun boost, I think. And unfortunately, Senji does go down. And at this point, I'm just really sad, right? It's okay. I send out Willie. I go for Dragon Rage. I get attracted again. I go for Celeste because I can't do anything with the attract up. Celeste unfortunately dies here. And I lost 3 Pokemon to Flannery. This is not even a good thing. I send out Hydros. I go for the Mud Shot. And that's literally it. We're done. We're done with Flannery. I'm going to be honest with you. That was just a bad time for me. The next couple of minutes goes to making sure that Norman does not take the same amount of bodies that Flannery took from me, because I won't let it happen again. And now, Norman, it's your turn. He sends out his Vigoroth. I send out Honcho. First order of business, making sure that he gets destroyed. I go for 2 low kicks, and I body the Vigoroth, but not without taking a lot of damage to Honcho himself, unfortunately. He sends out Draft Rig. I send out Roshi. Obviously, she thought she was going to get like a good side beam off. I said, nah. Roshi come out and go for the knockoff. And of course, he was able to do more than half, literally do like, make it to where like he had maybe like 10 HP left at that point. 2 knockoffs, was able to take down the Draft Freak, and here comes Slaking. Now, Slaking is a horrifying Pokemon to deal with. I send out Wooly just to get that Intimidated off. I go for Dragon Rage, and as you can see, Slaking is still a humongous threat. There's not really much I can do at this point. I send out Hydros just to make sure that I'm like, making sure that not all the team is getting hit crazy, but just to make sure that I'm able to like at least get in, get out when it comes to these Intimidate drops, because this thing is just a monster. But unfortunately, I go for the Mud Shot, and this thing goes for this Facade and is able to take out one of the best Pokemon in the game. And Hydros unfortunately goes from full HP to no HP at all, and I was able to lose a body to Norman, and that makes me very, very sad. But it's okay, because you can't just let it, you can't just let it just do that. I snuff Balls Deep. Balls Deep goes for the Vital Throw. Linoon comes out. I go for the knockoff, and I go for the Vital Throw again, baby. And that is going to be enough to take down the Linoon. And we get Surf right afterwards. And of course, I'm still very much depressed. We had to sit there and send out Hydros, my lovely starter Pokemon, to the PC. He was really going to evolve too, so it's kind of like, it kind of hurts my spirit a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's hurting me, y'all. It's hurting me a lot. I'm gonna crash. I'm gonna crash. Now, outside of me almost losing Willie at the Weather Institute and then catching Casper at the Weather Institute, there really wasn't anything substantial that happened in between here and Winona. Like, there really wasn't nothing at all. I would never lie to y'all. I'm so serious. I'm gonna show some things on the screen, but for the most part, it's really just, let's get to Winona. Now let's get on to Winona. She leads off with a Tropius and hits me with a Magical Leaf. I'm not really worried about that. I hit her with an Ice Punch, and that's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? It was nothing too crazy. Skarmory comes out. I send out Willie. I just gotta make sure that I take out Willie. To be honest, I was thinking that Sneasel was gonna be the one to win most of this, but for the most part, the other guys got it as well. Willie takes down the Skarmory, Pelipper comes out, Volt takes out Pelipper, and then Altaria comes out. Now, I know Altaria is gonna probably try and set up the Dragon Dance, which it does, so I go for the Thunder Wave. This thing has a Lumberry on it though, so I go for another T-Wave, but guess what? It doesn't do it again, it doesn't go for the Dragon Dance again, and it goes straight for the Earthquake, which kills Volt, and so unfortunately Volt has to go down. But UA comes out. I just make sure that I just take down the Altaria at this point, because, it is what it is. I lost the Pokemon already. Who cares? Ancient Power spam. I take down Altaria and a Swallow, and that's it for Winona. We got our 6 gym badge, and I want to cry. I end up catching Envy the Shuppet, Doduo the Almighty Hair from the Safari Zone, and Heracross from that special part in the Safari Zone that's literally all the way in the back. And I caught Okami the Vulpix, and that's pretty much it. One thing I like about the Legacy series that Smith has kind of created is that they add a whole bunch of story bits, and the scene here at the Mount Pyre section of the game is really cool, because it's you don't see the two guys interact with each other at all, but in this game you do, and you can see the clash and ideals here, and you also get a cool Archie fight, which is dope. Now obviously this was a sweep on my part, so shout out to, for the easy experience. I appreciate you. But just looking at this moment, just reading the dialogue was really cool to see. It kind of sucks that I have to go raid their bases in the next 2 seconds. And now it's time for some of the hardest battles in the game, and that is when you go fight the admins and the leaders in their bases. I get the team ready for Maxie because I know for sure he's gonna be trying to abuse Sunny Day as much as possible, and I'm not really sure if this game is just like every other Emerald ROM hack that does this moment, where they give him Groudon of all things. Hopefully not. Smith, please, I beg of you. But I have faith in him, because he's not, he's not a crazy madman like the rest of you developers are. But anyway, it's time for the moment of truth. He leads us off with his level 37 Houndoom. I lead off with Willie. Playing it safe, of course, you know me. You know why. I go for the Surf to body the Houndoom. He sends out Aggron. I do 2 Surfs and he's gone. Next is Siftree, which I don't know where he gets a Siftree, but I guess, it is what it is. I go for the Fly. I destroy that thing. Crobat comes out. I go for another Fly. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. I was expecting him to be a lot harder, but as you can see, maybe I'm just too busted. I don't know. I don't know. Now that we're doing Maxi, it's time to go ahead and raid the Team Aqua base. I pick up the Master Ball, and now it's time to destroy the hell out of Matt, bruh. He leads off with an Electrode. I have my own Electrode, but I'm like, you know what? He's probably going to explode, or he's probably going to like attack me with some electric move or whatever, which would be kind of weird, but you know how the AI is in this game. So I send out Claydol, but as you can see, I get exploded on, pause, and he sends out Crawdaunt next. Now I send out Willy and go for the fly, take out the Crawdaunt. He sends out Machamp, go for the fly again, it's whatever. And then Huntail comes out, goes for the curse. I'm a little bit shooketh, you know what I'm saying? I send out my Ballsy and go for the Thunderbolt. Now I was scared that me being paralyzed, I probably wouldn't be able to, like, you know, outspeed the Huntail, but he's just faster. So I just go for the Thunderbolt and it kills the Huntail and we're done with Matt. And now it's time to take on the hardest gym battle in the game because it is a double battle, so I can't really like prepare for two guys at the same time. Pause, that's just weird. But while I was on my way to Liza and Tate, unfortunately Claydol, he did have to get eaten alive and I had to go switch him out for my Lunatone just to, you know, have that same typing and whatnot. I was just very, very sad that like I didn't make it, you know, to Liza and Tate. It is what it is, though. It's fine. Let's do the battle. But anyway, on to Liza and Tate. They send out Claydol and Xatu first. I get really scared. I send out Envy and my balls. I'm gonna be up front with you. I'm probably just gonna go straight for the Shadow Ball and the Claydol and just kill the Xatu with a Thunderbolt. Hopefully it should be enough to just one-shot this thing. And I think it is. Wait, no, it's not. Oh my God, I forgot all about that. But he doesn't attack me, goes for the Calm Mind, which is perfectly fine. The Shadow Ball is not enough to kill the Claydol, but it is enough to do more than half to the Claydol. Thankfully, my balls survived the earthquake, and I'm able to outspeed both of these guys, so it is what it is. Though, I gotta say, I don't know how I'm gonna survive this going forward after we get done with these two, but I think at the same time, as long as we get, you know, as further to the end of this battle as possible, the amount of casualties is going to be okay. I pretty much do a repeat of the exact same first turn and just get these guys out as soon as possible. And now this is where it gets a little bit kind of tough for me because unfortunately, I don't want to lose anybody, so I switched out my balls for UA and I go for the Shadow Ball and the Medicham, which does one shot thankfully. And unfortunately, Chimecho has Shadow Ball and is able to take out Envy, the Bayonet, which is, it does suck. It does suck. But I figured if we're gonna be sitting here fighting for our lives, I may as well send out my balls to just try and sack it off as best as I can. And I just go straight for the Thunderbolt and the Chimecho, which does not kill, but it does what I need to do for Harry to come out. And UA is great. UA is gonna just Cosmic Power. They can't really touch this thing. I send out Harry, and now my first order of business to make sure that I Mega Horn every single one of these guys. This is kind of scary because Mega Horn can miss, but it's fine because Mega Horn does one-shot the Lunatone. He goes for the Wish on the Chimecho, which is fine. I go for the Mega Horn on the Solrock, which is trying to set up a whole Solar Beam, and I try to hit him with a Mega Horn, but as you can see, I unfortunately missed, and I had to do it again. But unfortunately, the Solar Beam does go off and UA does go down. And I'm kind of scared because I don't know what else I'm supposed to do in this scenario. I think I might lose here, but it's perfectly fine. I go for the knockoff and the Chimecho. I go for the Mega Horn, which does miss again. And I almost lose Harry, but I'm able to outspeed the Chimecho and go for a knockoff, which does kill. And we got our 7th gym badge. And I'm going to be so upfront with you. My luck in this run has just not been the best. I've been getting hacked. And I've been missing every single thing known to man in this game. And I'm not really sure what's going on. But this just reminds me why I hate Pokemon. I'm gonna be so upfront with you. I don't be having fun getting destroyed like that and losing what, 3 Pokemon out of a team that I just brought up, wasting rare candies, and for what? To get throttled on like that. Then I gotta do the whole Team Magma stuff. I gotta fight Team Aqua again. I gotta do the space station stuff for Team Magma. I gotta do the next thing. I'm like, yo, this is just not a good time. I'm losing my weaponry of Pokemon, and unfortunately, you guys are gonna get a good laugh at me in the next 2 seconds. Because speaking of the space station Team Magma encounter, unfortunately, Courtney had a different plan for my good Sir Willy, and I hate this game. I just don't like this game at all. I'm able to take out the Murkrow with a Surf, and this thing pedal dances Willy, and I was just so taken aback at how Willie just died to a Roselia level 43. Despite it's Rosella, it should be half resisted because of the flying type, right? But I guess not, because Petal Blizzard, my fault. Was just able to just take down Willie, and I'm still kind of upset about this. I'm sad about this because I'm like, yo, I didn't deserve that. But I'm able to take down Courtney. It's okay. But now we gotta fight Tabitha and Maxie with Steven. And I want you all to know, I get hoed here so badly. So Steven brings his Aggron, Skarmory, and Metagross. I bring Pelly, Honcho, and Harry. Now, my thought process, I have a water type Pokemon. I could just start surfing, everything would be okay. I have 2 fighting type Pokemon. One that should outspeed what they got, because it's pretty much a camera up, then like the usual suspects could just outspeed or whatever. But in this scenario, Steven did not attack a single time in this battle. I'm gonna just let this play out for you all to see, and I just want you to see what happens. Houndoom comes out, Crobat comes out, Pelly and Aggron come out. I'm like, okay, cool. We should be okay. We should be okay. This is fine. I go for the Rain Dance, trying to set up a good Rain Dance for my guys, and he goes to Protect. I'm like, okay, cool, Protect is fine. Protect's okay. Sunny Dance is up. I go for the Surf. Crobat goes for the Supersonic on the Aggron. Houndoom sets up Sunny Day again. Unfortunately, because of that, I could not, do the damage that I needed to do to take out the Houndoom, because of course he sets up the Sunny Day again. And I thought I was gonna be able to just, be cool with the Rain Dance, just surf and be fine. But no, I get Solar Beamed. Pelly's gone. Mind you, Aggron has still not attacked a single time in this entire game. He keeps spamming Protect. So I'll say, okay, cool. Honcho comes out, takes out the Houndoom. I go into Honcho just goes in for the Vital Throw against the camera up. It does not take him out, unfortunately, but this Crobat is destroying me, as you can see. And for some reason, Aggron goes for the Solar Beam on the camera up, and I'm lost. So Crobat is able to take out Harry, and obviously in the hardcore mode, we unfortunately, when you die, and it sends you all the way back to the starting screen. And unfortunately, I haven't saved since we got to, I'm pretty sure it was before the Team Magma base. And so that is pretty much it for the Emerald Legacy run for the boy. I'm gonna be honest with you, this was not a good run at all. I was very blindsided by the fact that the AI was just not gonna help me whatsoever. And maybe that was my fault for not thinking that I was going to outspeed or just set up. I should have just spammed Rain Dance over his Sunny Day and just see who would have made it past. I don't know, but it was an annoying time. It was a great time nonetheless. I had a great time. It was cool to do another Nuzlocke, another hardcore Nuzlocke. It was fun. And I had a great time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm sorry I lost. I will bring a dub home eventually, y'all. It's been a minute since I did a Nuzlocke, so it's okay, right? Hit the like button for the boy. If you want to support the channel and help out with these videos more, consider subscribing up over on the website or becoming a member. Either one is fine. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you on the next one. Bye, love you guys.